Before you go flinging the word narcissist around, make sure that the person you're referring to as a narcissist actually checks these boxes of narcissism. A lot of times when you actually call someone a narcissist, they are actually not a narcissist, they are actually a Machiavellian, or in some extreme cases, a psychopath. Or it's possible that they're exhibiting narcissistic traits without actually being a narcissist. It's very human to actually exhibit narcissistic traits at different points in time. For example, if you feel like, according to the conservation of resources perspective, if you feel like you need to conserve some of your resources, you might become more egocentric, self-centered, and more self-absorbed. That doesn't mean you're a narcissist at that moment. You're just display narcissistic traits. Narcissistic traits. Let me put this in perspective for you. A lot of times we are like a lot of people are calling like Diddy, Taylor Swift, Donald Trump, all of these people a narcissist. Okay, let's assume that they are narcissists, or let's just grant it like let's just say granted they are narcissists. Why exactly are they narcissists? Are they narcissists because they are powerful, or they were powerful in the case of Diddy, or maybe it's even still powerful? Are they narcissists because they are very focused on themselves? It's very human to actually be selfish. It's very human to be selfish. Very human to put yourself first. It's very should I say self-preservational to actually put yourself first. So, but we need to go into why these people might actually be narcissists. Do they have a grandiose sense of self-importance? If someone has a grandiose sense of self-importance, then you can say maybe the person is a narcissist. So that would mean like, let's say Donald Trump, for example. We can say he says what he wants to say, and is more like it sees the fact that he's the president of America as the most important role in the world. By a lot of standards, it is the most important role in the world. But you need to understand that narcissists do not actually operate in what we've commonly agreed to be reality. They operate in their own reality where they are the most important person in that particular sense, or being one of the most important people in that particular respect. So if it's a certain reality that we've come to accept, like, okay, the role as the President of the United States of America is the most important role in the world, then we can't actually call them a narcissist for having this, like a grandiose sense of self-importance, for having that particular position, for possessing that particular position. Like, to pretend that that is not the case when you know that's the case, then you're just pretending, and then you're more likely to become even what is called a Machiavellian. You're more likely to tilt in that direction more. I'm not saying you are, but you're just more likely to tilt in that direction more. So you need to understand that knowing and embodying the fact that you know that you're in a role that is actually the most important doesn't make you a narcissist. Operating according to the fact that this role is very important and using that to the best of your ability or to the best of your benefits is not what makes you a narcissist. However, what might make you a narcissist is if you're only fishing for what benefits you as a person. If you're only using that particular role as what benefits you for what benefits you as a person. And let's look at the case of Diddy as well. Diddy, the fact that he knows that, I mean, he's worth millions. I think it's worth close to a bill, or he's actually worth close to a bill. So if he calls himself a billionaire or rich, or sees himself as rich and operates according to the fact that he's rich and is perceived as rich, we can't immediately go around and thinking the word is a narcissist. It just means he's aware that he's rich and is operating based on the fact that he knows he's rich. So now what might make him a narcissist is if he's like, okay, he's using this wealth just to take advantage of others, just to hold it above others and be like, okay, I own you because I own this. I own you, you belong to me because I own all of this. And you have to abide by my willing, no matter what. And then that might be him exhibiting traits of a narcissist. Let's move to another trait of narcissism. Living in a fantasy world where they are superior to others and maybe like they're giving into their delusions. I already explained that bit as well. Then the next one would be needs constant praise and admiration. Okay, let's say Donald Trump, or let's say Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has gotten booed before, or I don't know if she got booed, but I think she got embarrassed on live TV before. I think it was during the Grammys awards show or something like that. But still, she bounced back and she did not. I don't think she made a fuss about it. I don't think she made a fuss about it. So basically, if you can do without constant praise and admiration, the same for Donald Trump, you can do without, despite the fact that people might be against you, people might be opposed to you. Despite the fact, same goes for Diddy as well. I think, I don't know if Diddy has been put off stage before, but I don't know how much he craves that. But you have to be sure that these individuals actually crave this constant, this admiration, this need. They have this need to be constantly admired and worshipped. So Donald Trump, I've seen he has faced adversities without even getting the praise, without getting any bit of praise. So I'm not too sure I will fling the word narcissist just because it checks other boxes, and it doesn't check this one. I'm also sure I would dismiss the fact that it might be a narcissist. But we need to understand this things, that before you actually call someone a narcissist, you have to have, like, okay, this makes sense and this is consistent across relationships. It is consistent across relationships, across interactions. Another thing that might make any of these people a narcissist is how exactly, to what extent do they feel entitled? Do they feel entitled to the fact that, to anything? For example, let's assume you are the girl and she's like, or maybe you were interested in a girl and she expects certain things from you that even your wife would not expect from you. Like the normal wife wouldn't expect from you, or what you believe the average wife would expect. But they're just expecting all of these things just for the fact that they exist. They're not even contributing anything, but they exist. So same goes for Donald Trump, Diddy, and all of these people. To what extent do they expect certain things just for existing? Do they expect this to be handed to them just for existing, or just for being who they are? Do they expect these things? So you have to be sure that before you go around thinking the word narcissist, to what extent do they believe they should be handed things just for existing? Just for existing. Now this one might actually make Diddy seem more like a narcissist, considering the news surrounding the whole scandal right now. This one might actually make Diddy look more like a narcissist. It's been found that he's exploited a whole lot of people in the industry, and not in the industry. He's exploited also those who worked for him and those who did not work for him, and it seems like he has not felt guilt or shame about it. And also, even recently, he's still denying most of the allegations against him, or I think all the allegations against him. I don't know how true it is, but he's denying certain allegations against him. So, to a great extent, we can dismiss the fact that he might feel remorse for any of the things he may have done. He might. So to some extent, we might say is this exhibiting a narcissistic trait by not feeling remorse about what he may have done. So then the final one is, do these people feel the need to demean others? Do they feel the need to demean others, make people feel less, make people feel small? I noticed this more in the red pill space, where they actually feel the need to make women feel small, make women feel less. I noticed this more in the red pill space, where it's more like they try to direct their ire toward women, and then it's more like, okay, they get to make women seem like they are less than men. So that might actually be more common in the reverse pill space. Might actually be common amongst these people we often fling the word narcissist at. So let's look at Donald Trump, for example. Does he feel the need to demean others? I've seen him do that to Joe Biden quite often. I've seen him do that to Kamala Harris quite often. But then again, we can give the argument that they are his opponents, and he has to fight his opponents. But on the flip side of it, it might just be that he's actually just demeaning others, and he's actually just a bully. Same goes for this guy, Diddy. I don't really know that much about Diddy, but he might have also demeaned others and be like, okay, you are not. Maybe I don't really know that much about Diddy's case. I don't really have much evidence as to whether or not Diddy might have actually demeaned others. Please, if you have any case like that where Diddy might have demeaned others, please drop that in the comment section. Maybe they might actually have something about that. So I think that's mostly it. Let me know if you have any questions, any suggestions, any comments, or if you know anything about any core aspect of narcissism that I may have skipped, that these celebrities or one of your favorite celebrities or non-favorite celebrities might exhibit in spades. Just feel free to drop the comment below in the comment section, And see you in the next video. Like, comment, share. See you guys in the next video, and thank you for staying this long to watch this video. I do appreciate you.